Alrighty, we got our next day. It is a sunny day. It is Tuesday. Let's get this. Now, oh, we have Waterfront Fish Market tomorrow, so I want to have some money on hand, but I also need to load up. Oh, this one's green. So if this has drama, give me the drama. Ah, there we go. 13 and some classics. We need the drama more than we need the classics, but still. Where should we go? So we got these stamps. I could go to the beach. Kids and fantasy. What do I have for kids and fantasy at the beach? Oh, I am short. I am low on kids books. I would go heavy fantasy. Wait, no. Maybe the castle ruins again. Castle ruins. 5 scary recommendations. Crime, fantasy, and fact. There we go. I do have a good... okay, my fact books are actually kind of low now. But I do have a fair amount of the fantasy and crime. So yeah, I think we're going to do Castle Ruins. Get our... We got our cooler, we got our coffee machine, got our awning. Oh, and then this. Go ahead and get the skull back out. You know what? I'm going to put the skull next to the dog. That can be the dog skull. So fact, crime, and fantasy for the castle ruins. Let's see. Load up a lot of crime. Extra fantasy. And then a mess of fact. Not as much fact as the others, because I think the fantasy, the crime, really we need to push there. We're gonna go with this for our set. I know I'm not bringing, like, I'm lacking in the kids' books and other stuff like that, but this should get us a little bit of, and then when we go to the waterfront, I think we'll have a new thing we can pick up at the waterfront, too, when we get there. All right. Got a recommendation already. One horror shocker, please, and I quite like a thrilling story. It's for my little sister. Horror shocker for your little sister? Okay. Let's see. Evidence of surgical skills, investigators. A dark and twisted thriller. All right, let's go for the surgeon. What? Dark and twisted thriller. You said you wanted some thriller shit. Damn it. All right, you know what? Let's check with these guys, because these guys want their scary recommendation. I told Amaya that there's a vampire out in the forest, and she didn't even blink, and she's only 7. So I need something scarier this time, okay? I want gore galore, and I can handle a bit of horror. Monster Volume 1. Kenzo Tenma. Study in Scarlet, Inheritance Games, Telltale Heart, Ghost Stories. Yeah, you guys turned your nose up at Ghost Stories the last time. Okay, how about you guys? Will you guys take the surgeon? Okay. Yeah, I figured the surgeon would probably be a bit bloodier. Freaking turning down straight up Ghost Stories. Bunch of ungrateful kids. Trying to see if there's any more trash hanging around. All right, get some coffee going. What should I pick? Give me something with real stakes, you know, grisly kind. Also, I quite like scary stuff. Titus Andronicus is one of my all-time favorites. Okay. Oh yeah. So they're wanting scary recommendations. Scary monster. Ghost stories, grisly stories. I want grizzly. Hmm. Dark Places. Little Libby's life in rural Kansas is forever changed when she witnesses the murder of her family. 24 years later. Okay, grisly kind. So witnessing the murder. Okay, there we go. I swear, like some of these murder, that like when they want murder, thriller, like anything in that crime category, they're so fickle with their preferences. All right, if there's animals, that's a plus. Wouldn't mind challenging to a really long read. Okay, animals and a long read. Hmm. Fungi is not animals. Secret History of Bookstonbury, Encyclopedia. Historical niche. No, we're looking for animals. A long book about animals. Dance with Dragons. Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. No. Okay, it's not a long read, but there's animals in Lion, Rich, and Wardrobe. A Deepness in the Sky, sci-fi prequel. Lost Continent. Classic fantasy meets Greek mythology for a retelling of Atlantis. Okay, I think we're gonna go Lion, Witch, and Wardrobe and hope it's long enough. No. Okay, that one was not long enough. Oh, what a morning. A lot of the kids have been having nightmares these past few nights, so they haven't had nearly enough sleep. You know how difficult it is to keep a bunch of sleep-deprived 8-year-olds in check? Yeah. I suppose I'll have to add some naps into our schedule. By the way, did you volunteer to be a pioneer captain too? All right, just me then. I'm sure I'll manage to supervise a dozen kids somehow. I know I already have a lot going on with uni and I should probably focus on that, but how can I leave these cool kids hanging, you know? That's admirable. I get it. Oh, we got apparently giving them a good recommendation is also crime and fantasy book boost. Sweet. Oh, no, it doesn't look like making another coffee is going to be beneficial. I was like, should I make another one? But hey, we got a couple of crime recommendations while we were here, so that was helpful. And we cleaned up some litter now that I can actually find trash, and I get a gold just for putting things in my recycling bin. That's pretty sweet. And all I have to do is just have it there outside my cart.